So here's a breakdown on how I created this Photoshop design using AI and just using some tools in Photoshop. Hi, my name is Nachristos and I'm a graphic designer, I'm a photographer and also a YouTube content creator. In today's video, I'll be showing you the breakdown step on how I created this design right here in Photoshop. And if you are new to this channel, do well to subscribe to this channel. Also hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any notification when I release a new video. And without further ado, let's get into the video. We're going to be opening Photoshop, and here is the design in Photoshop once again. And the first thing I did was to create a new project in Photoshop, and I use inches to design, so 8 by 10 inches, and your orientation is going to be in a vertical orientation, not landscape. You can create multiple artboards if you choose, and I'm leaving my resolution at 200, and I'm going to change this to food menu design. Alright, so I'm going to create the document, and this is what we have. Mind you, this was not done in 8 by 10 inches, it was a food menu size, but I want to do this in 8 by 10 inches, this one. Alright, so the first thing I did was to make my background. So I went and I chose this color. So I'm going to open this and you're going to see the background. So this is the background color. So I'm going to copy the color code, which is FFF2CB. FFF2CB. You can see the color code here. You can see the color code over here. FFF2CB. Alright, so I'm going to close this and I'm going to open the other projects. Alright, I'm going to go back to this project. So I'm going to create a new solid color and I'm going to paste the color code here. So this is the color code and we've pasted it. So I want to convert this to smart objects. You can right click and tap convert to smart object here. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is to add noise to this design. So I added noise to just about 2 or 3% is enough. Yeah, then you want to go over to filter once again and go to blur and Gaussian blur. I want to choose 0.4, so just to blur it a bit. So you have this noisy background which is not so noisy. Alright, so it's where you're saving your project as well as you're designing. Alright, so then I brought in this the logo elements. So the logo elements, I had to bring them in. So this one's like this. So I have to bring the logo elements in, and I'm going to resize it just like this. Alright, so this is the logo and I just added food menu to it. Okay, so the next thing I'll do is to bring in these details and I'll just paste it here. It's bigger because that project is bigger in size. Alright, so you can see. So just going to drag and drop this also, and I'm going to reduce the size. This is the dishes, our dishes. Alright, so we're heading. So I'm going to lock this layer, and I added the subtle gradient to it as well. I think I used a yellow color. And then I come over here and change it to this one. So then you do this like this. You can still change the color and make it a bit orangey. You can change it to this color like this. Yeah, it did change, but okay, the wrong one changed. Okay, this is not supposed to have any color, so the opacity is down. So this was the one that was supposed to change to this color. Yeah. Okay, actually I'm going to change both of them to this color. Yeah, so that you have a richer or fuller gradient. So again, I'm going to transform this to smart objects. Yeah, and let me resize this a bit and just close it. All right, now let's make the bullet points for this food that on the menu. So I want to change my color to this color or dark red, anyone you choose. And while holding shift, I'm going to create this circle like this, and I'm just going to position it here. Then holding alt and shift, duplicate, can adjust them, and you can also select 3 of them at once and duplicate. So you can select 3 of them at once and duplicate. For the next 3, select 3 of them at once. You can select the 6 of them also and duplicate, just like this. Yeah, then select 2 and duplicate this 2 like this as well. Yeah, so adjust those ones. So I'm going to shift this out a bit, just down. Yeah, so you want to make sure that this aligns with this one, and you bring in your ruler to make sure everything is aligned. All right, so make sure it's aligned. So want to align everything. Yeah, and then I'm going to shift this one as well, so it's not too far. Now this one can extend out a bit because it's the logo kind of. Yeah. All right, so we're heading somewhere. So the next thing I did was to create a shape. I want to make sure I'm using the right colors I used here. So I'm going to go back to this one and I'm going to copy the color code here. So I just created the rectangle. Hit U on your keyboard to create a rectangle, and you have this. By the way, if you've not gotten my course on Photoshop and how to understand Photoshop for beginners, I'll be putting it in the link below where you can download or where you can get the course for yourself on Seller. Now this course is for beginners who want to improve their graphic design game. Yeah, so use the link in the description if you want one for yourself. All right, so as well I converted this to a smart object. Yeah. All right, so I went over to filter and I went to distort and wave. So under wave, I adjusted my settings, increase your wavelengths a bit, and then your number of generators should be off, or I think around 2, or let's say 5. You can increase it also. Yeah, then use this on the wavelength to make it smooth out. Yeah, so you just play around with this until you get your desired outcome. So I think I'm okay with this one like this. Yeah, I'm okay with this like this. All right, so I added a gradient as well, a gradient overlay with with the overlay blend mode. Then I duplicated it again, so we have this one like this. You see how here is dark and up here is bright. All right, so then I came over to my gallery and then I imported the picture that I blended into. So the picture I blended into, I'm going to check where the picture is. I think most of them I I deleted before. So I'm going to blend that image. Once I find it, I'm going to blend it to the background. If I don't find it, I'm just going to collect from this one that we already made. Yeah, so this is it. Yes, this one. So I'm just going to drag and drop it here and reduce the size to fit this project. So like I said, all this will be linked in the description below, so if you want to download for yourself, you can download them. Alright, so I'm going to take it to the back. And just in front of this one like this. So if I zoom in, you're going to see it is there, boys. It's not there, like it doesn't have to be obvious. Yeah. Alright, so the next thing I did was to bring in the image. I want to bring this one in by myself, so that I'll show you how I kind of like manipulated the rise and everything to fit the project. So I want to go back to where I have the image of the rice, so that we'll pick it from there and use. I think it's one of these ones. I don't know which one in particular. I don't know which one matches with this one. Okay, I actually used image effects to download most of them, or all the images I used there were gotten from image effects actually. So let me go over to my library where I have the ones I downloaded before. So I'm just going to download it from here and then I'll use it for the project. I don't want to copy everything from the previous design. Now this one, you see where I used this one. If you go back to this original project, you're going to see it here. So this was where I used it here, yeah, as an arrow, but it's signifying food and everything. So I got all my assets from here. Everything I used to design, I got it from here. Yeah, everything. Go the spaghetti pictures, the fried rice pictures, I don't know what this is, the picture of the tomato, onions and everything. I got them from here. Both the flying ones. You just have to know what to prompt to get it. Now this is the soup that they brought. I don't know, this is the soup. And then yeah, the smoke also was getting from here. The smoke I used here, yeah, was getting from here. So once the picture of the food opens, we're going to see the one I used, and I'm going to download it once again so that we're going to use it in the project. If you have any questions for me, you can drop it in the comment section, or there will be a community link I'm going to drop in the description where you can ask your questions in the community. So I want everybody to be like active in the community. All right, so it's a new community actually for designers on here from my space here. Yeah, so I think it's one of these ones. Yeah, this is it. So I'm going to download it again. Yeah, so this is it. So I'm going to come back here, and then this is the picture. So I'm just going to use remove background to remove the whole background, because I don't have strength and energy to remove it by myself. All right, so this is it. It did a clean job actually. There are some places that you can fix though with the brush tool. Make sure your foreground color is set to white. Yeah, so you paste those ones back in. All right, so I want to create a layer below this rice image. Now instead of just coming here to create new layer, I'm going to hold Control and I'm tap plus, and you see it's below. All right, so I'm going to come here to pick the darkest color. It mustn't be black, it should be dark. It's shadow, yeah, and I'm just going to paint in like this. So with Ctrl T, I'm going to scale this down and add this shadow. I'm going to duplicate it with Ctrl J and extend the shadow like this. I'm going to duplicate it once again and add the shadow for the chicken like this, and add the shadow for the chicken. Yeah, the chicken too should have its own shadow. Now you can see the base of this image is very, very bright. It's not matching the shadow, so I'm going to create a new layer, and then I'm going to clip mask to this one with your brush tool, and still that same color, just paint here like this. Shouldn't be too much, just something like this, yeah. So with your blend mode, you can choose any of these dark ones that can blend very well to it. I think this one works well, yeah. So you can also adjust it to however you want it to be. Yeah, so yeah, I think this is okay. Also, you can also come to your layer masks and your layer style, and add the gradient overlay to it, so you can see the before and the after. See how it's adding depth to it. So I want to just group all of these groups, and we have this. So I put it here, down here, and I transformed it, not too much, just like this. All right, so now you can see that it cuts the smoke is not looking realistic again. So okay, I actually put all this inside here. Yeah, I remember. So this will be in the description below. So I came and I added the smoke back. I just used a blend mode called screen, and I placed it here, and I duplicated it and placed the other one here. Now you can see this sharp edge here. Come to layer mask, and with your brush tool, brush it off, and same with this one, with your brush tool, brush it off. As long as it's passing through the plate, you know that okay, there's smoke there. Yeah, so make sure you're still saving your project. Now to make this triangle not look empty, I added a rice image to it. So make sure you clip mask it also, and then scale it up like this. Yeah, then with your blend mode, you come over to blending mode and blend the rice to the shape, kind of, yeah, and reduce your opacity, and you have that. Also, if you notice this shape, it has some kind of rough texture here. So I'm going to do that by coming here. I'm going to filter distort and displace. I'm just going to leave this at 30. If you watch my video on displacement maps, you will understand what this is. So I'm going to choose this one, displacement maps. So we have this, which is a bit more rough than the other one, but still works. It still works very well. All right, so you can see we're getting somewhere. Okay, then we have this guy. I showed you where I generated it from. I'm going to put it here like this. Yeah, I'm going to put it here like this. That one can still come last also. Then these ones are 2 images with clipping mask. It's actually a group, so I want to remove this from the group. Okay, so this is actually a group with, I'm going to add this one to the group as well, but it may not work out very well, so it's separate. So I'm going to copy them like this and then add to this design here. Yeah, reduce the size. Ctrl T to reduce the size and place it here like this. All right, you can adjust it by coming into the group and rectangle and adjusting it like this, and reducing the stroke size. Yeah, like this is okay. Sorry, it became all right. So let's just leave it at 15 pixels or 16. Yeah, so I'm going to do the same thing for this one. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, so 16 pixels, although we did 16 pixels. All right, so I can drag this down a bit. Now the leaf has a white spot right inside, and I think I'm seeing it. So let me just push it up so that this other shape is going to make up for it or cover it a bit. Yeah, so we have that. All right, so we've done the most complex part of the design already. So you can see you can see the both of them, right? You can see the both of them. Yeah, so then this also, I'm just going to copy all these ones from here. Ctrl C, and then I'm going to come over here and Ctrl Shift V to paste in place. So I'm going to scale it down in size, and then I'll drop it here. Then I'll carry this one to the front like this. Yeah, carry it to the front like that. If it's overlapping too much, you can just reduce it. Yeah, and I think this one has to come down a bit. So I'm just going to bring it down a bit and not forgetting this guy. Yeah, bring it down a bit. And yeah, that is basically it. Now you can add some texture and some things. If you want to add kind of a light, hold Ctrl Shift Alt N to create a new layer, and then with your brush tool just paste this color. And it looks weird now, but with your blending mode, screen blend mode or lighting, let me use this one. You can see how it adds this kind of lights to the design. Yeah, there are still textures. So there are still textures. I want to increase the saturation and reduce the brightness a bit. You can also change the color to anything you want that can complement. Yeah, see how I'm changing the color. So anyone that can complement your design, fine, you can change it. Yeah. So you just bring it in like this one, and you can also duplicate it and put around anywhere else. Just make sure it's not too much or not too, yeah, so something like this, and then Ctrl S, and then we have this design. I've saved it. You can just make some few tweaks and some few touches. Right, so like I said, the pictures and everything will be dropped in the description below, the link in the description. Oh, forgot one thing, this guy, forgot this one here. So I'm going to drag it here and paste it here. Right. All right, so everything will be linked for you in the description below. Just download and follow this tutorial and submit in the Telegram group if you can. The link will be in the description, and you can also post on social media and tag me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Threads. on WhatsApp, anywhere. You can just recreate this and send to me. Alright, so that'll be all for today's video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking to the end. And if you've not subscribed, do well to do so. And also share this video to somebody that is a graphic designer or someone that you feel would need this video and be helpful for them. Until the next video, I'll keep seeing you around. Peace out.